He said, God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, that he will reap. The scriptures were right and perfect. Whatsoever a man sows, that he will reap. Hi, thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful episode of Wisdom Insight with Shao God's Palm. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always checking up on our videos. And if this is your first time of coming across our videos, please do it to click on the subscribe button, drop your comment, and we will respond to that. Last time I talked about one of my videos, I talked about why you need to be creative in this year 2022. And today I want to talk about 4 dangers of not being creative in the year 2022. 4 dangers of not being creative in the year 2022. Now, one of the dangers of you not being creative is that your future will be so full of uncertainties. Your future will be so full of uncertainties. Your life will be so full of worries that you don't really know where you are going, and you might end up complaining the whole of the year 2022 because you are not creative. So if you don't want to remain at that point where you are just complaining always, things are not working out well, things are not working out well. You know, one thing I've discovered about a creative man is that a creative man don't always complain. No, even if he must complain, he doesn't complain to just anybody. He complains to his fellow creative minds, knowing that they'll also help become creative to find a solution for him. But a man who is not creative, you will not be sure of your future. You will not be you'll be so full of uncertainties. You don't know how the year will come. You don't know how the year will end. So the whole of your 2022 will just be wasted because you don't know what to hold on to. So if you don't want to live a life of uncertainties in this year, then you must be creative. Then also, number 2 point, you will have a poor harvest in life. If you are not creative, you will have a very, very poor harvest in life. Now, the Bible speaking, it said, God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, that he will reap. The scriptures were right and perfect. Whatsoever a man sows, that he will reap. If you are not creative, you will reap poor harvest. Only people who are creative will devise means of reaping plenty in the future. Now, being creative will make you to sow seeds for today. Sow seeds today against the future. Have you not watched the ants? The Bible speaking that you sluggard, go to the ants, learn of their ways. Though they do not have a king, yet they gather their food in the dry season and against the rainy days. And during the rainy days, you wouldn't see an ant walking around because the flood might carry it. So they go under the ground where they have stored their food. So if you are not creative, you will have a very, very poor harvest. Number 1 is that your field will be untended to. You will not tend to your field. So weeds will grow on your field. Thorns will grow on your field. And the little seeds you have planted, because you weren't creative to know that there are some things you need to do to weed off those grasses. It will choke up your seeds. Even when they have grown a little, you will see that you will have poor harvest because they were sharing nutrients with the weeds. So, if you don't want to have a poor harvest, be creative. Having a poor harvest in life is a danger of not being creative. Number 3 point, you will live in fear of the unknown. You will always be afraid. As you wake up, you'll be afraid. As you go out, you'll be afraid. Why? Because you are not creative. But a creative man is never afraid at all. A creative man is never afraid. You go out, you launch out, knowing that you have thought of creative means on how to get to your destination. This year is going to be full of so much ups and downs. But only those who are creative will succeed. And not just being creative, who are creative in God. So, living in the fear of the unknown is one of the dangers of not being creative. What's the danger of not being creative? Is your mind becomes dark and we start thinking of negativity. Your mind will be so dark and full of negativity. You discover that a man who is not creative, his life will be so full of darkness, will be so stunted, and the person will have nothing to offer, and what the person will keep dishing out to you is what has been there for a long time. And when you keep something too much without pouring water on it, without cleaning it, without sharpening it, then that thing will start stinking. Thinking creatively will bring your life out of every bad odor, out of every mental odor. You must be creative in life. The year holds great for us, but these dangers will befall you if you are not creative. Thank you so much for being with us on this Wisdom Insight, and I hope that this has been a blessing to you. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Thank you.